So good to see you again. Well, look, we were just looking at some of your images, and some of the most striking, of course, Mads, are those ones involving coffins and people actually saying their goodbyes. It brings it really to focus, doesn't it, exactly what is going on?
Yes, it can be hard sometimes to on the distance to really get that feeling. I was to the funeral of a soldier, Roman, who's 44 years old, leaving behind a wife and 3 children, just in the outskirts of Lviv. He was killed in the Far East where he was fighting. And as you can see in the images, it's really a wide popular support that he and the other fighters receive. The whole village was there to honor what they call their hero. This is the war getting closer and closer, even to the parts that were once safe. You get the alarms more and more. You have airstrikes more and more, and every day everyone is getting ready for even an invasion to the western part of the country.
Is it a difficult balance to hit, Mads, when you're in that sort of environment, to not be too intrusive on people and their personal grief, but whilst also capturing the intimacy of the moment? How do you judge that?
Well, it's a very good question. I think it's the hardest question for any photographer, how to be present, how to be the eyes of the audience without being too intrusive or destroying or just disturbing that very intimate moment when you're saying goodbye to your father or your husband, or even in a very vulnerable position as a refugee. You're just right there, all your guards has been lowered, you're standing there without nothing except your suitcase. Well, what I try to do is get eye contact. Of course, I can ask for permission, but sometimes it's just eye contact. And I think, if people do not want themselves to be photographed, it's quite obvious to turn their head around. In most cases, I get people's name, like this girl is Maria, these 2 girls. And, I have a conversation with people as well. And I'm trying to explain to them that I'm here only for one purpose alone. That is to tell the story of to the rest of the world. And many of them are really thankful for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, how important is it? Because it's not just about getting facts out there, is it? It's about producing something that we as the rest of the world can associate with, we can make that mental connection with, which obviously produces that empathy which is needed.
I think that's the key to me. There's a lot of information out there. Some of it you can trust, some of you better not. As they say in war, truth is the first victim. No, I think with photography, documentary photography, the key word is empathy. Because if you cannot feel the images, if I cannot feel the images when I take it, if I'm not moved by this funeral of this family and their mourning, then no one will be moved when they see the images. So that is, to me, that's why it's sometimes so exhausting, because you really try to receive all that pain and suffering in order to get it out in the images. So hopefully someone will be moved when they see them as well.
Mads Nissen, it's really good to talk to you this morning. Thank you.